Hi everyone. Well, I wanted to do a quick video today to kind of show you what's I've been working on and also what's been going on. I'm so sorry I haven't posted a video lately, so that's why I wanted to make sure to do one with my face this time, because I know it's been a really long time. My father-in-law was in the hospital, so we've been in the waiting room. There's a volunteer construction project that we're on, and that's about 2 to 3 days out of the week, every week through December. And work has gotten insane. So I have some large properties that I have to get taken care of, and so that's taken a lot. And of course the kids are doing virtual schooling from home through the Texas public school system, so that, you know, kids are kids, they still need supervision. So I do that during the day, and then I'm working in the evenings and waiting in doctor's offices and hospitals. So I found a craft that I could take with me to go. So that's been really nice, and I wanted to share that because we can't always take our scrapbooking with us. And that's why I've really enjoyed getting into loom knitting. So I wanted to just share a few things that I've learned about it and why it's a nice craft to go. The first thing, I think in my previous video I showed you what looms I've actually been using. I've had those looms for, I don't know, either 1 to 2 years. And now that particular series, which is called the Nifty Knitter series, has been discontinued. But you can get one that looks very similar at Walmart, and I think the brand is called Boye. It's B-O-Y-E. However, Paige with Panache just featured a video on her channel that shows the Martha Stewart Crafts loom, and that one looks amazing. It has, you can adjust the gauge because you can put the pegs where you want to, and I think it's really worth checking out. So check out her review of the Martha Stewart loom. But one book that I got that really helped me take off with it really quickly is this one right here, and I found it at Joann's. It says, "I Can't Believe I'm Loom Knitting." And what's great about this book is it really teaches you the key stitches, the E-wrap, the cable stitch, which can be challenging, the purl stitch, and how to cast on and how to bind off. Those are very important techniques to learn, and it can be difficult to pick up. And it also has like a glossary of terms. So very good book. If you're just starting loom knitting, I highly recommend this book right here. Now on YouTube, the best channel that I found to follow was recommended by Nadine, and it's a Purling Sprite, and she does very clear explanation of each and every project that she works on her loom. If y'all want me to do some, I will, but Purling Sprite is very, very good. So then I also picked up a couple of other things. This was on eBay, and it's called the Knitting with Nifty Knitter Loom Clips. Let me show you what those look like. This is one of them, and they come in a pack of 2. Now these are great because when you have a long loom like this one, and say like in our case I have my kids, so they're using the other long looms that I have, and you may not necessarily need a loom that long to work on your project. Like this is a short project here. I could, if I was doing a round, I could convert this to a round loom by using one of these pegs, and I can adjust the size of my loom to be however I need it to be. The other advantage of using these is if you're making those fingerless gloves, which is our next thing that we want to tackle. I'll explain what's on there in a second. These are very invaluable because you want to be able to make each finger slot. So that's what we'll be using those as well. Okay, so another thing it helps you do is this tapering. I forget what it's called. Decrease. Decrease and increase. That's what it helps you with as well. So anyway, that's another one. And then this one's just like all about hats. Again, it's from Provocraft. And you can still find a few of these at your Walmart or on Joann's.com. They go on sale. And then the last one, no, this isn't the last one. I also got Loom Knitting with Mommy and Me. And my kids have started doing some scarves along with me. And this one so far has been our favorite. And it's so funny because Paige with Panache is using the same one. So it was pretty funny to see her video. So I'll show the projects that I've completed using this little book as well. The first one I started with was this set right here. So it's a cowl with 5 buttons and also a hat with 3 buttons. So I haven't found the buttons yet. I haven't found the perfect buttons that I like, but I loved the cowl, but my favorite thing was this hat. So, and with them together, they just look amazing. So I wanted to show the hat because that image didn't really show it as well as this one. It's the slouchy design, but it has a very elegant look with the pearl stitches on the edges. So it just has a very nice complete look to it with the two together. So let me show you. I did it in green. This is not for me, it's for a friend. But it's so neat because as once as you really get it going, you can see how nice and even all the stitches are by using a loom. And also the back is so nice and smooth. So it's just perfection. I absolutely am loving doing the loom knitting. So the cowl goes on like so, and it's very warm. And then, let's see here, it kind of buckles, there we go. And then you put the 5 buttons on right here. So that's what it'll look like with the cowl. And then my hat isn't quite finished because I ran out of yarn. The skeins that I used, it was Lion brand, and it's a little bit shorter than some of the other bulky yarns. But I just love the feel and the texture. So this one is Hometown USA, and the specific color is Verde de Oklahoma City. So verde in Spanish, of course, is green. So the green of Oklahoma City, and it's right here. So that's that, and then this is the slouchy hat. This is the nice pearl design finished edge that's going to go on the forehead section of the hat, and then all of this is building up to the slouchy part that'll be at the very end. So when I finish that along with the buttons, I'll make sure to show that project to you guys. Another thing that I made, oh, and this cowl right here took about 3 hours to make from start to finish. The hat, again, was about 3 hours. So you can do a whole project within a day. Makes me wonder if I way overthink my project life, but that's a whole different issue. Then the other thing I made was this cute little scarf. As you can tell, I love these colors. So this particular yarn is by, I think it's pronounced Patons. They are a company along with Bernat, I believe, and this is called Payton's Pirouette. And it was funny because I saw Paige and she had picked a very similar yarn, and I think we picked it for the same reason. It has all this sparkle in it. It is so fun. So this is that one. Now it is pretty short. I wear petite, so it doesn't go very long. So if you want a longer one, I do recommend buying 2 skeins and just continuing the pattern, and it'll make a long scarf for you. But since I'm short, it works okay, and I'll probably just find a pin and just pin it on top of my look right here. Now you can also wrap it. It does have enough room in order to do that as well, and then you get the fluffier, bulkier look around the neck, and then it comes down to right about mid-chest. So it's a really fun yarn to work with. If you haven't done a ruffle scarf, it's worth it. It's fast. I finished this in a day, so that was great, and that's what I've been working on this loom. So I used 6 pegs, and all you're doing is just very basic, going back and forth and just lifting it over, changing sides, lifting it over, changing sides. Super simple. It's so simple that both of my girls are making one as well. Now, since I'm using a longer than usual loom, I did mark off my 6 pegs by just using a hair elastic, and that way I know that I don't end up going too far. So this one's going to be a really pretty color as well. This is that same brand. It's the Payton's Pirouette. Now there is another one by Red Heart, which is called Sashay. Now the nice thing about the Red Heart one is it is double the length of this Payton's Pirouette. So if you like the real long scarves and you want to be able to wrap it around a couple of times, I would recommend the Red Heart Sashay. Now another brand we did get, and just to show you what it looks like when you first get it, there's another brand. It's called Starbella, and all of these were purchased at Michael's. These were on sale a couple weeks ago, so we just picked up a whole bunch. And so what they look like initially is when you stretch it out, it's just a mesh on one side, and then it has like a solid edge on the other side. And the solid edge is what makes your ruffle, and this is the part that goes on your loom. Just the very top holes go on your loom back and forth and makes a very nice ruffly scarf. So that's just one more. It's by Premier Yarns Starbella. Okay, so that has, did I cover everything? I think I did. That has pretty much, oh, here's one other project I did. So my very first project were these socks, and I don't remember if I showed these on my previous video, but I did the socks. So I have 2 socks, and I followed a YouTube video on these, and I just used the same concept, and I made the matching hat. I made the cuff right here, just like following the same video as how I made the cuff of the sock, and then I just used the basic knit all the way up to the top until it was long enough, and just did a knot on the inside, and that finished off my little stretchy hat. So that's for a friend as well. That's it. And then how I store everything, I guess I'll show that real quick, is I've been using, I bought it for a different purpose, but lately I've been using my Vera Bradley Get Along Tote. That's the name of the store. And I'm sure they're going to have a huge Black Friday sale coming up, because a lot of the, you know, they have new styles that come out every season. So I'm sure these will be going on sale here pretty soon. But what I like is they have all kinds of little matching accessories. This is actually a different pattern. This is the Dogwood pattern. This one is the Go Wild pattern. And then they have like matching like little cosmetic purses and stuff like that. So here you'll see all my yarns are just kind of thrown in there. And then my tools fit nicely into the different cosmetic pouches. This one has my hook, some crochet hooks as well, and then a measuring tape, the little plastic needles for the yarn to weave the yarn, and also my little hooks. So that's pretty much it, and that's what we have been up to. So I kind of hope that explains the loom knitting thing, and if you'd like me to post some how-to videos on here, I can, but like I said, I usually do this craft on the go because I've been on the go so much and I haven't been home and haven't been able to scrapbook. It's been kind of sad, but hopefully I'll be able to get to that this coming week. I have some items for Project Life coming in from Blitzy that I had ordered over the past week, and I've been working on some videos for SaCrafters using her wood veneers and her Polaroids off of her website. So don't forget about her, and make sure to check out her website as well, and I'll link her below. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching.